What's up, boys? It's me with another Watch Mojo reaction. Top 10 worst superhero shows. I really want to show up, but then let's get down with it. Let's go.
Let's get started on that drink.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst superhero shows.
You will shoot me no more!
For this list, we'll be looking at the cringiest attempts at bringing heroes to the small screen. Did we miss any super duds? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Iron Fist. This Netflix show had to be tough as actual iron to withstand a knuckle sandwich of bad press. All before a single episode aired too. Although main character Danny Rand was white in the comics, audiences thought a person of color should lead a series that is focused on East Asian martial arts. Unfortunately, the first season of the show couldn't be saved with different casting choices.
Whoa. Hold him. Guys, I just want to talk to Harold. No.
The thin characters and lame action made the show an even easier punching bag. Without any real redeeming qualities to speak of, Danny Rand was hit with a clean KO of fan hate. No count out needed. A stint with the Defenders paved the way to a much improved second season, but by then, it was too little, too late. Number 9. Manimal. This title pretty much says it all. Dr. Jonathan Chase is a man who can turn into animals. No, the show doesn't get any more clever than that. Instead, its bark is constantly louder than its bite.
My god, this is Joe's back there. Alright.
Any attempt at drama, pathos, or wit is lost in the series' inability to embrace the campiness of its concept. That, when paired with subpar acting and a nauseously cheesy script, create a series that's better left in the kennel. Admittedly, the transformation scenes are genuinely impressive, especially for a TV program of its time. It's just a shame all that work was wasted on a show like Manimal.
Who's packing up the last one now?
Good, now the girl.
Number 8. The New Fantastic Four. For someone who's supposed to be the smartest man alive, Reed Richards sure didn't think this one through. The so-called new take on the brand had animation stiffer than The Thing, downright eye-rolling dialogue, and a tone that made it easier to laugh at the show than with it.
You must capture that robot and bring him to me.
I must capture that robot and bring him to you.
It had no charm, no
Bro, it was back then, so you can see.
wit, and certainly no fun. The fact that the series didn't even secure the rights to all of the Fantastic Four is the perfect illustration of its shortcomings. That's right, instead of Human Torch, there's the robotic Herbie.
Now together with Herbie the Robot, the newest member of the group.
But, much like the show overall, this soulless experiment is better left powered off. Number 7. The Cape. If not all heroes wear capes, then the opposite is also true. Like Vince Faraday, for example, a former cop who vows to take on a corrupt organization through the power of rudimentary cape illusions. Seriously. The concept sounds like a parody, and not even a very good one. Unfortunately, the show refuses to indulge in any bit of fun. even as the story veers off into the absurd. Suffice it to say, it didn't get to 6 seasons and a movie. In fact, it didn't even get to finish its original production order. The cape was hung up on NBC's website for its final episode, ensuring a quick and merciful retirement into obscurity. Number 6. Blade. Giving this iconic vampire hunter his own show isn't a bad idea. Instead, this project went wrong by way of its network, Spike TV, who had never made a scripted program before. That presumably explains why the show indulges every single superhero cliche under the sun, or, in this case, the moon.
Where you shipping the bodies?
Detroit.
Who's taking possession?
Van Skyver. Marcus Van Skyver.
Okay. You can go.
It didn't help matters that the show tried to play it straight, which just didn't work when the dialogue was this corny. The tonal inconsistency ruined any attempts at continuity with the films, especially since no actor could match Wesley Snipes in the title role. After the cult hit success of the movie franchise, it's safe to say this wasn't what anyone wanted from Blade.
Let it go.
Number 5. Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. After just one episode, it's all too obvious why this is, so far, the only live-action Turtles series ever.
Come watch Leo turn his noodle into strudel.
Without even mentioning how cheesy it is, there's simply no excuse for replacing the gang's iconic supporting cast, especially since, instead, they introduced a new female turtle with no discernible personality at all. Really, the only thing Venus does is make April and Casey.
Hey guys, sorry about that, my browser crashed. But let's continue with the video.
Is make April and Casey's absence all the more apparent.
A reconciliation with one's enemies is often the first step toward true enlightenment.
Even Shredder himself gets pushed to the side in favor of the overly silly Dragon Lord.
How do the turtles always know where we're going to be?
But perhaps the show's most damning sin is that the turtles barely use their signature weapons. Clearly, this misfire fundamentally misunderstood the brand, and the result is the series as slow as actual turtles. Number 4. Flash Gordon. It's hard to think of any franchise that could recover from a reboot this bad, but almost impressively, it wasn't just hardcore fans who were disappointed with this modern interpretation. Almost every single review across the board agreed that the first few episodes were downright toxic.
That's Steve, aka Flash Gordon, triple marathon winner. Show some respect.
Fine. He gets in, you pay.
To put that into perspective, it was considered one of the worst shows of the year, period. Even its most ardent supporters couldn't defend it from that much vitriol. It allegedly got much better as the season went on, but by then, Flash Gordon had already crash-landed in infamy. The only mercy is that it lived up to its name and was gone in a flash.
Where you gonna go?
Number 3. The Marvel Superheroes. This takes the idea of a faithful adaptation a bit too far. After all, being comics accurate is one thing, but putting comic panels into a soulless slideshow is something else entirely.
Someone's got to warn the world about the sleepers. Someone's got to find a way to stop them.
Honestly, it's a stretch to even call it animated, or a TV show at all. It's lazy, it's boring, and its rapid pace doesn't even do its source material justice. Outside of some horrid voice acting and very limited quote-unquote animation, there's nothing this show does that the original work doesn't do better.
You will shoot me no more.
No! Don't!
word!
If the plan was to make a half-hour advertisement for comic books, then this was a resounding success.
I must obey you.
I have triumphed! He's completely at my mercy!
Number 2. Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. Stop us if you've heard this one before. A group of teenagers with attitude are chosen by a mystical entity to suit up and do battle with cheesy monsters. Except for this one, you subtract the charm, strip away any likable characters, and you're left with tattooed teenage alien fighters.
Ah! She's gone!
What are we gonna do?
I've got to check this out.
Swinton!
That's enough for me. I'm out of
No,
here.
wait, they might need our help!
Its title is by far the most unique thing about it, but it can't even live up to those expectations, let alone the better shows it's clearly trying to emulate. Instead, the Power Rangers ripoff serves as the absolute lowest common denominator of superhero stories.
Amazing! Look at me! Boy, if I had this body for the beach, I'd be set!
This would take years of working out!
Its biggest offense is that it's just not entertaining, at least not in the way it was supposed to be. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Inhumans. The fact that this series had the same showrunner as Iron Fist should tell you.
Hey guys, sorry for the freezing. I know after fixing that, let's just wrap it up. Let's go.
Inhumans. The fact that this series had the same showrunner as Iron Fist should tell you everything.
Damn, I didn't know that.
You need to know. There must have been a serious echo in the writer's room, since this suffers from many of the same issues: dull storylines, weak characters, and a distinct lack of spectacle.
Okay.
Except, it's all the worse here because Inhumans has the potential to be one of Marvel's best properties. Clearly someone understood that, since the first episodes were screened in theaters. Unfortunately, instead of an 8-hour blockbuster, this was obviously a budget program in desperate need of a few rewrites.
Stagnation or revolution? As you might surmise, there really was no choice at all.
As far as snooze fests go, precious few have as much wasted potential as Inhumans.
Come on! Where's the fight?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Aside from that, sorry for the freezing. I'm trying to fix that. Surprisingly, seeing some weird list and all, which I've never heard before. But anyway, I would say yeah, Human Wars. I haven't watched it, but I hear it was really, it do much of justice. Otherwise, take it.